I think I can sometimes see things that other people can't see. And I believe my tarot cards really can talk to me. Not this set. This set doesn't like me. Hello and welcome to another episode of Cheap Smut. My name is Katie Mizell.
And my name is Max Joy.
And this is a podcast that cannot get sponsored because we talk about too much freaky shit. But if you ever want to, we're available. Hi, honey. How are you?
cheapsmutpod@gmail.com.
Right.
We're looking at you, Adam and Eve.
Right.
Who's the really popular vibrator maker that
I don't
advertises?
know. The ones that make the rose toy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I see them advertised on Legion Miller's YouTube channel all the time.
Oh, that's true. You know, there's a few different sex toy companies that have gotten on board with advertising on major platforms. Hi. We're not a major platform, but we are available, and we'll talk about your dick toy. We don't care.
We get roughly 100 to 120 listens per episode.
Hey, that's our number.
If we sound like your kind of demographic, or if our listenership is your demographic,
For
let's
real.
talk. But anyway, how are you?
I'm good. I am good. I have the slightest little cold, and it's annoying me.
Yeah.
Also, there's a footprint on our wall right here. Why is there a footprint on the wall?
It was either Bytor or Snow Dog.
Bytor or Snow Dog, yes.
Which one of our children?
One of the children. And yeah, I'm good. It's been a week. Not much of a slow week.
Yeah.
For the family. My birthday happened. I turned 38. Hooray.
We went camping.
Well, so the last time we've spoken to the listeners, yes, we went camping. I keep forgetting that this isn't a weekly podcast anymore. You guys don't get that much from us.
No. If you listen to us on Pocket Cast, it tells you that we release fortnightly.
And it's been an extra week because we took a week off for my birthday.
Yeah, and because we were camping.
And we had just gotten back from camping when we were supposed to release. It was just like a whole thing. We were like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went camping in Illinois with my fabulous friend, author Ivy Young, and her family and her children and her nephew and her niece, and we just had a really good time. We were there for 3 days.
Yeah, we were southwest Illinois, darn near St. Louis.
Yeah, it was a haul to get there. It was like an 8-hour drive or something, but that's a pretty normal Midwestern driving experience.
But in the process of doing that, we were not here in Michigan for the smoke that was coming down.
True. There were terrible wildfires up north in Canada and apparently to the west in Wisconsin. Like they got all the way down into Wisconsin.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, and the smoke blows. The wind always comes from Canada, like swirls up around that way, and then comes back down to us. And it was like orange here for a couple of days.
Yeah. Some really neat but unfortunate pictures were taken.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, that's incredibly beautiful. I wish that never happened.
I know.
You know?
When I coached Snow Dog's t-ball team, it was the AQI was over 100. If it was the AQI was over 100, you could not play.
Yes.
And the AQI was approaching 400 while we were gone. Mm-hmm. So we were totally cool with being down there in Illinois, save for the fact that it was so bloody.
God,
hot.
it was just like ball sticking hot down there. It was so bad. We had a series of fans set up in our tent to make it habitable for sleeping. One night, it actually got cool enough with the fans and everything that Bytor actually crawled into bed with us. Because she was cold
completely. Yeah, it was weird. And it never got down below like 73 outside.
Yeah.
I went to a Tigers game. I got to see what might be the last appearance of Tarek Skubal in a Tigers uniform. This is happening before the trade deadline of 2026 for the 3 people out there who might know what I'm talking about. That was a good time. Got to have fun with your cousin and your sister and brother-in-law. So it was a fun time. And just been bopping around working. Doing that work shit. Yeah. You're getting ready to head down to Sinful Signings on August 29th.
August 29th, Crown and Quill. Tickets are still available. It is a VIP event. They are no longer doing the cancer season special. They were selling those tickets a little cheaper during cancer season, but cancer season is officially over now. Unfortunately, we are now in Leo season.
I am not an adherent to or a believer in astrology. Mm-hmm. That said, that is the best use of it I have ever heard.
Oh, cancer season sale?
Yeah, like literally like.
Oh, yeah.
Only for sale during this time.
Yeah, only for sale when the moon is over here and this planet is over there. Yeah.
You look out that fucking window and tell me
that
it's still fucking cancer season.
Yeah, I want to get hyper specific. It's only for sale if your rising sign is in Venus. Like, that's it.
You get an extra 10% off.
Prove it. I have to see your whole birth chart, and then I'll give you the discount.
Or you just have to behave in a way that I deem Cancer like.
Yeah, Virgo rising like. God, you're such a fucking Sagittarius.
You know what?
I do love
I'm giving you 20% off, you fucking Sagittarius.
I love when people do that too, because like, okay, I will admit I believe myself to be more woo-woo and aware than the average human.
100%.
Yes. I think I can sometimes see things that other people can't see. And I believe my tarot cards really can talk to me. Not this set. This set doesn't like me. But it's true. It doesn't like me. It's rude. Anyway, but astrology is a thing that I can't wrap my brain around. I mean, it's the universe. It's too fucking big. If those are the only stars and planets that are affecting us, then that is wild. It's either all of them or none of them, babes.
Yeah, and let's also not discount the fact that some of those stars can burn out and you wouldn't know. Like
you wouldn't know for centuries.
That star that you're like, all these stars that you're pinning your personality on could be fucking burned out.
They're dead.
And if
they're dead, just like your dreams.
If that's not a statement, I don't know what is.
No, but for real though.
But speaking of dead dreams, what do we have on the
Fuck!
I had nowhere. I just didn't want to get too dark.
That's so funny. No, I was gonna say I don't put a lot of stock in the astrology because it's not the thing for me.
Yeah.
But the astrology girlies who are really good at it, they freak me out because like on the regular, somebody could be like, "Oh my God, that's such Gemini behavior," and I'll be like, "Shut the fuck up! What do you know?" But every once in a while, someone just looks at you and goes, Pisces, and you're like. And you don't know why.
I'm just gonna. Anytime anybody says anything to me about it, I'm just gonna say type shit and just move on.
Type shit. If anybody ever just looks at me and goes, Cancer, I am gonna go, what? Where? In what part of my body?
You can see that?
Did the stars tell you?
Wow.
The stars gave me a mammogram.
Or are you like one of those dogs that can smell it?
Oh my God. Himo Jones just sleeping at the end of the bed, continuing to be useless. Dogs have jobs. Dogs can smell cancer. Not you. Not you. Anyway, this week on the agenda, since you already asked the question, I read Scrub Me Daddy by April Showers.
Goddamn right you did.
I sure fucking did.
At my request.
Uh-huh.
Well, at my
suggestion.
choosing.
Yeah. Because the choices were what? Just absurd and ridiculous or absurd and violent?
It was like dark and violent or absurd. I think it was just dark or absurd.
Yeah. So we chose absurd for the week. So this is Scrub Me Daddy, Scrubbie Dubbie Universe, Book 1 by April Showers. It is available for $3.99 or for the Kindle Unlimited, $11.99 for print-on-demand paperback. And that is it. She does not have a shop on her website. It will just redirect you to the Amazon. There's a second book coming out called Scrub Me Mommy. It is an FFM. Yes, we need more of them. An FFM romance featuring a scrub mommy. Apparently, a lady Dubbie.
So, much like the question your sister asked me at the Tigers game the other night.
Yeah.
She asked, like, when they're talking about it said 0-1. She's like, is it balls or strikes and ball? Like, what order do they go in? When saying, because you said it's called Scrub Mommy and you said it's FFM.
Yeah.
What makes that unique? Like, what hierarchy is placed in?
Okay, so
in that order,
yes.
Is it like a win place show?
Yeah. So there is a certain logic to this. If it was FMF, that would mean that the ladies don't touch. Does that make sense?
Oh, is it so? Like the physical proximity of the letters to each other?
Yeah, kind of. That's kind of the math. So FMF would be a thruple where the ladies don't touch, which doesn't make any fucking sense. I've never read one. It doesn't make a goddamn lick of sense. FFM would be the ladies do touch. It doesn't really necessarily, you could put the M first. It wouldn't really matter. But then you can also get into like lots and lots of letters, and you can start adding slashes.
Well, that's what I was going to be like, because so like if it was like FFM, FFMM, FFF, the two M's that are next to each other could fuck, but the two M's, the M that's not touching another M is like, well, I just get F's.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yes, you could fall like that, I suppose. So usually what ends up happening in this, you get like FMM/MFFM/MF. Like, so some of the slashes will denote like these two guys, but not these guys. It's hard.
Oh my!
It's really hard to explain.
No, it's perfectly easy to understand and explain. I get it. I just did not realize that there was this whole. We've been doing this show for 4 years.
I feel like I've explained this to you before.
You have explained it to me. Yes, I know I've asked this question probably way back in like episode 2, 3 with Baby and the Midnight Howlers.
Yeah.
I'm sure I asked that. But I am only just now discovering that there is a sort of Byzantine, like it reminds me of the movie Brazil, where like you have to have a B-stroke 9. Like,
yeah,
there's, if you know the language, you know the language. Like you could look at it immediately and go, oh yeah, I'm going to be into this.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's 17 letters. How did you know that? And there's emoji and hieroglyphics.
Yep.
And you're like, oh no, this is my thing.
Yep. And then there's like a little hand with an eye in the middle of it. And like, yeah. All of it. And I understand every single symbol. And I'm like, oh, it's like a werewolf thing. I can't really explain it. Have you ever heard of dominance hierarchy? No? Okay. So this emoji means...
What's this thing that looks like Bill Cipher?
It's Bill Cipher.
Oh.
He's also here. He's all over the place, the little triangle freak.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, so FFM.
We haven't even gotten into this book yet. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Well, we've only been talking for 12 minutes.
That's
it's actually
fine.
not that bad.
It's okay. People love this stuff.
We've been told by 3 people.
At least.
Lindsay and Lizzie.
And Gwenny.
Okay.
Gwenny loves it when we ramble.
It's my new favorite law firm. The law firm of Lindsay, Lizzie, and Gwenny.
Lindsay, Lizzie, and Gwenny. I would go to you for all of my legal needs. Every single one of them.
There's our sponsorship. For all your legal needs, go to Lindsay, Lizzie, and Gwenny.
I love that. I do. Okay. So, Scrub Me Daddy by April Showers is a sentient sponge romance. Yes, I said that.
I would be disappointed if it weren't.
Right? I mean, we just got to get it out of the way now. Yes, it's a scrub daddy. Like, obviously, it's a scrub daddy, right? So, April Showers also writes dark romance under the name K.L. Hill, and it looks like there are multiple ongoing series in the works on that webpage, so that she's definitely got a catalog worth checking out. If you're not really feeling on board with the whole sponge thing, I will say the writing is top notch. She's hilarious and she has great dialogue and wordplay. So if you want dark romance there, you got like a big old catalog. Mm-hmm. Huzzah. But also give the sponge a shot. I mean, just give it a chance. It's really funny.
But overall, big catalog energy.
Big catalog energy, yes. So I chose this book because Max specifically requested that I read The Absurd Ridiculous Smut this week.
Thank you.
Which does mean that next week we're probably going to read something, or next time we're going to read something dark.
Oh, God.
So I gird your loins or whatever.
I'll put it in the calendar.
Yeah. This little novella was also came with the personal recommendation of Sabrina Cross, who we may remember from the last episode is possibly a fairy. I'm not entirely sure, but she is my friend, and she was like, oh yeah, that's a great book. April is great. So she's friends with April Showers, a possible other fairy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And she said this one was good. So I was like, oh, now I'm extra on board. It is that good. It really is. What did I write here?
Oh.
She is my friend, and I trust her recommendations because she recently released a book about 2 dead stepbrothers haunting a claw machine. So you know she has good taste.
Would anybody who concocted that steer you wrong?
No.
I don't think so.
Would anybody who wrote Getting Railed a Why Choo Choo Choo's romance ever steer you wrong?
No.
The girl who wrote The Glory Hole Package would never lead me in the wrong direction. Never. Anyway. Let's do the triple T's for this one.
Please.
Okay. For our triggers, we have shitty ex-boyfriends named Aaron. Late night infomercial purchases. Alien invasion ? Truly unfortunate wardrobe choices. Sequences of mild physical violence. And crimes against Katie's semantic comfort. Our tropes. This is an FM cis heterosexual romance, a sentient object romance, a sponge, an alien romance, an alien sponge, slice of life, and Insta something. Insta something or other. I don't know what it is. It's Insta though. It's Insta something.
Are you old enough to remember the contraceptive, the sponge?
Yeah. I learned about it in school.
This isn't that.
You can still get the sponge.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh.
There are several parts of the world that don't have the kind of like contraceptive technology that we do.
Interesting.
As well.
Because there was that whole famous plot point from the Seinfeld episode where Elaine would deem men sponge worthy because she had only a finite supply because they didn't make them anymore. I think it was the whole thing.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Yes. I am aware of them, and you would soak them in a spermicidal foam. Yeah, the whole thing.
Interesting.
Before that, long before that, there were a contraceptive in the Victorian age and even earlier was to soak a small piece of natural sponge in brandy and stick it up there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah.
People do anything to fuck better / safer.
Yeah. To keep themselves from getting knocked up when they don't want to be.
Yeah, fuck
For
yeah.
sure. Absolutely.
Man, that's genius.
Remember how we were talking earlier today about the Earl of Sandwich?
Yep.
The Earl of Condom. Same fucking thing. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's the urban legend. Anyway, for our titillations, because again, we're still not done with this part. Explicit sex, oral sex, vaginal sex, ass play, incredibly effective aphrodisiacs, masturbation with an inanimate object, sex in public, and pegging. Epilogue only.
When is somebody going to write a book with ass work in it?
Ass work, not just ass play.
Yeah.
They're all working. All of them. Every book has
during ass play, they are working, I suppose.
For sure.
You got that ass working.
Got it sitting on sitting on itself is what it's doing right now.
Listener, the one reason I wish that this was a video podcast is so you could see Katie's butt. It's just so wonderful. But
showing off my butt to our listenership?
At your discretion.
Okay.
If you felt like you wanted to, you could. But let's just say I'm married to a Pixar mom.
It's stupid. And yes, you are.
Yeah.
Try being gender neutral when you look like this.
Yeah.
Nobody gets it.
With a butt like that and hips twice as wide as your waist.
Seriously.
Prit near.
Yep. I had to let go of that and be apathetic toward it a long time ago. Okay. Let's do our story. Scrub Me Daddy by April Showers.
I owe April Showers an apology for digressing so much. You're probably listening to this going, I want to shut up and talk about my fucking book.
Right? She's like, Max, Jesus.
Stop April.
Talking.
April, I'm sorry.
Huh? So we begin with our FMC. Her name is Dahlia. She's approximately 30-something. She has sandy brown hair. She is curvy, generally human-looking, like normal human female looking.
Humanoid.
Yes. 2 arms, 2 legs, torso,
yep.
Head. Single, 1 head. That makes you a humanoid. But she is your average-looking human woman. She's not like a porn star.
We discussed that in the last episode. We love us a normal bitch.
Why do we always do this? They're almost always normal bitches. I really don't need to talk about it, but they are.
Because we love them.
We do. We love a normal bitch. Anyway, so Dahlia is 6 months out of a long-term relationship with a man named Aaron, whom she caught cheating on her in their shared apartment with his coworker. And also there were text messages. It was a whole thing. Anyway, she is now living alone, and she's feeling kind of bleak about the whole thing because she's in this tiny, like dingy 1-bedroom apartment, the only thing she could find on short notice. She works from home. She has no friends except for her best friend Meg. She's got nobody else because she has no social life because she never leaves. And she's just kind of feeling like shitty about herself. And when we first meet her in the first chapter, she is dozing on her couch watching Golden Girls, though they don't name it. It's definitely Golden Girls. And the next thing she knows, she is being jolted awake by a too loud infomercial.
This Scrubbie Dubbie cleaning kit is what you need to get your home in tip-top shape. It comes with the Scrubbie Dubbie, a revolutionary sponge that not only scrubs away buildup, wiping it away and completing the vigorous task, but also gently cleans those more delicate surfaces, taking out all the extra work. Scrub hard and fast or slow and precise. It's up to you. No matter what you choose, you'll be screaming with pleasure at how quick and easy it is to finish your whole list of to-dos. Get yours now at scrubbydubbies.com.
Which is a really specific feeling.
Yes, it is.
And does that happen anymore?
No.
Is my question. Because satellite still exists. Infomercials have to exist somewhere, right? I don't know. But like, I don't have cable. I haven't had cable in a long ass time.
There has to be.
I'm just used to waking up and there being different MST3K on the TV. Because
Yeah.
all we do is watch Mystery Science Theater and fall asleep to old movies and people making fun of old movies.
Chat, let us know.
Chat, do you fall asleep to infomercials? Do you still see infomercials?
There has to be.
There have to be. For old people, at least, right? Because TikTok Shop is just infomercials for young people.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So she wakes up to this infomercial, and she is like, you know, that thing that you do. And it is, so the infomercial in question is for the Scrubbie Dubbie cleaning kit, which again, obviously is a scrub daddy, but it's a scrub mommy in style. So if you're part of the scrub daddy like fan club, you will know an original scrub daddy is just that hard to soft kind of spongy material, and a sponge mommy has that on one side and then a soft regular synthetic sponge for wiping on the other side.
People who are super into these just call themselves scrub children. It's very...
Sure. Yep. So the scrub children. So the Scrubbie Dubbie is the way it is described. It is a scrub mommy, actually, in terms of like it is hard and textured on one side and soft on the other.
Oh, that's the mommy.
That's the scrub mommy.
That's what we use.
That is
functionally that's primarily what we use.
We have one of each.
Yeah. In the Smutco Industries break room.
Yeah. In our break room, AKA our kitchen, we have a little scrub family, actually, because we also have like the scrub daddy like squeezy soap thing.
Oh yeah,
like,
we do.
Yeah,
I love that thing.
It is great. Anyway, not a sponsor, but you could be cheapsmutpod@gmail.com. So this commercial is extremely suggestive. Like all of the ad copy for this is extremely suggestive. But she immediately gets online to order her own because it's 3 a.m. and she is convinced that a sponge can fix her life in the way that you can only be at 3 a.m. You know, like the infomercial is convincing you that this stupid piece of crap is going to fix everything. Mm-hmm. So she gets online, she starts looking at it. The website, it looks legit. There are lots of really positive reviews, all saying things like, it's out of this world. Thanks,
Xanthar.
You're welcome, Denise. Anyway. So the company is called Out of This World Products. All of the reviews are either legit or like spammed, but they're all positive. And she's like, you know what? Fine. So she buys it. She buys this thing. The kit comes with a Scrubbie Dubbie, your very own Scrubbie Dubbie. They're very specific. It is your very own Scrubbie Dubbie.
Don't let anybody else handle your Scrubbie Dubbie. Your Scrubbie Dubbie cannot give consent.
And a bottle of Katie's least favorite phrase of the week. Crevice cream. I hate you, April. I hate you so much for making me read that word so many times because it is semantic torture. Crevice cream? No.
Bag bomb?
No. Bag bomb would be better. Okay, it's the that thing. I don't like it. You know how some people have the problem with the word moist? We've talked about this before because you think it's weird. I don't like the word crust. Like if I think about it too hard, semantically it is very unsettling.
There are words that I don't like, and funnily enough, it is a cousin to that word that you don't like, and it's crisp.
Crisp. Okay, crust. I don't like it. Crevice cream? Fuck you. But anyway, Order now and get your second bottle of crevice cream free. So she orders this. She goes like shuffling off to bed, forgets all about it. The next morning, or more like close to afternoon, she is eating her breakfast at noon like a raccoon, because we fucking love her, and realizing just how dirty her apartment really is in daylight. Like, she's looking around and there's way too many dishes and there's crumbs everywhere and the walls are all dusty and it's just kind of grimy. And for the first time maybe in her whole life, because she doesn't have impulses like this, she feels the impulse to clean something. And she's like, okay, that's weird. But before she can really analyze the feeling that hard, the doorbell chimes. It is a delivery of her Scrubbie Dubbie, which is wild because she ordered it at 3 a.m. and it's now noon and it's already here. But she kind of rationalizes away with like, oh, they must have a local distribution center and they could just get something right in the mail or right out to me or whatever.
Yeah, we're 20 minutes from
we are 20 minutes from an Amazon distribution center, and we can get stuff overnight.
Yeah, we get some stuff same day.
Some stuff same day. That is true, which is freaky. And I don't necessarily want to use that service.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
We can do it.
I'm not saying it's cool.
Yeah,
I'm just saying you can.
So anyway, she opens this, and the first thing she does is she tests this cream just to see what it feels like on her hands. She is very pleasantly surprised to find like it is vanilla scented. It kind of feels like her hands will come away softer than they did going into the dishpan. You know, it feels very pleasant, etc., etc. Then she opens up the sponge. She runs her sink. She decides she's going to do her dishes. So she starts running the water in the sink, and she opens up the sponge and she gives it like a little testy squeeze, and she swears that she hears it sigh. And then she's like, don't be silly, Dahlia. Sponges don't sigh. You just squeezed it hard enough that the air like came out of it funny.
Did it sigh or did it go?
Exactly. Did it do that thing, that like HNG thing? What?
You heard me.
Yes, I did. Do it again. Anyway. She does her whole sink load of dishes with this sponge and this cream, and it's all a great product. She's feeling super productive. She gets down to the very last dish, and then she's like going like doing the little circle motion. This crazy wave of water that really should not have been possible, like washing a spoon kind of levels of water, just splashes over the edge of her sink and all down her front. So like from her belly button to her knees is soaked. And immediately as she's trying to dry herself off, she starts getting worked up. Like everywhere that got touched with this water is suddenly incredibly sensitive. And she rationalizes to herself that it has been 6 months since she broke up with Aaron and longer than 6 months since she's had sex. So she's probably just like feeling some type of way about it. So okay, fine, whatever. She goes to take a shower, takes care of herself in the shower, has the best orgasm of her life, and is like, I don't know why I just had the best orgasm of my life just now, but okay, great, good for me. And then as she's getting out, she decides she's not going to think about this anymore. She's not going to analyze it. She's going to clean until she like passes out. She's just going to clean until the exhaustion takes her, because whatever is happening to her is not her business. So she cleans the absolute hell out of her kitchen until it is shiny, like gleaming shiny. But when she goes to rinse out the sponge at the end, when she's all done, she's running it under the water, and she's gently squeezing it to get the suds out, and like a big. So it shoots suds all over her, like down into the sink, and then it ricochets up onto her. But there's no way that this sponge should have been able to do, like, the physics of it doesn't make any sense. But that's what happens.
Yeah.
And I can't really think of a better way to explain that.
You actually did way better than I was worried you were going to do.
Thank you. When she gets hit with that foam, she starts feeling it again. She starts getting horny about it, and she starts looking at this sponge, like the texture on that, though, like, I bet that could scrub me in all the right ways. And then she's like, nope, no, you're an insane person. You're a crazy person. You're absolutely insane. I'm going to go text Meg instead. I'm going to go find my phone. I'm going to talk to another human being. So she texts her friend, who encourages Dahlia to get on the dating sites, because she and Meg, they're really close, but Meg can't spend a lot of time with her these days because she's got a new boyfriend that she met on a dating site, and now she's spending all of her time with him. And while that's great because she's happy, Dahlia's lonely. And Meg's like, get on a dating site, get yourself your own little beefcake to ride around on. And Dahlia's like, okay, fine, maybe. And she gets on some site, she looks at one profile and it's like bodybuilder, but if you weigh more than 110, you can't sit on my face or whatever. And so she just throws her phone. She's like, nope, fuck this. Absolutely not. Which, by the way, just say you suck. Just say you're a pussy and you're afraid that you'll get smothered. Just say it.
Yeah. No.
Over 110, you can't sit. Fuck you. Anyway, so she throws her phone in frustration, and she immediately gets back to thinking about diddling herself with this sponge, which she realizes is unhinged. Like, we realize it, she realizes it, we are all on the same page with the unhingedness, but she does it anyway. So she diddles herself with this sponge. Like, she takes her pants off in her kitchen. There is a puddle of water, not fluids, the water from this sponge on the floor when she is done, right? And then immediately she's having like post-nut shame, clarity, panic, and she slips in that puddle and she hits her head and she is knocked unconscious. Of course she is. And when she wakes up again, she has got a headache and she's nauseous and she's not wearing any pants, and there is a man in her kitchen.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's it's wild.
Record scratch. You're probably wondering how I ended up here.
So there is what she describes in her head as an Adonis of a man in nothing but pink boxers.
Oh, thank God he's hot. Okay, good.
Yeah,
he's safe.
Exactly. He must be safe. He's hot. Serial killers can't be hot. So he is in her kitchen. He is asking if she is okay, and he is asking by name. And she's like, what the fuck? So he is described... I'm just going to read the whole description as it is in the book. Well over 6 feet and ripped as fuck. His olive skin is glowing as if he's covered in oil. His creamy white hair is in tight, springy curls hanging over his ears, which seem to have a pink hue, and his eyes are bright, shining sea green. So he's sort of like Mr. Clean's younger, hotter brother who has hair.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Pretty much, basically.
Yeah. Please, my father was Mr. Clean. You can call me Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he has a name later, but we'll get to it anyway. Okay. So she immediately starts freaking out because, there's a stranger in her house, and he knows her name, and she's like, "Get the fuck out! Get out! How do you know my name? How do you know?" And then she realizes that she's not wearing any pants, and she's like, "Stop looking at me! I'm not wearing pants." She grabs a fork off the counter and she starts brandishing it like she's gonna stab him. And he's like, "Okay, calm down, chill." He's got this really low, smooth, sexy, calm voice, and he's trying to like talk the crazy lady off the edge.
I know I was just a sponge, but listen.
Seriously, we get to the sponge part, and that's just okay. So he's like, "I would never hurt you, not when you already have me in your clutches or something like that. Like you already have all of me." And she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
You've been through so much with Aaron."
He's got some kind of Insta something going on. It's never really fully explained, but he is immediately like all about Dahlia.
It's not sent.
It's not sent.
So thank God for that.
It's not. There's very little explanation, and there's never anything said about like fate or mates or anything like that. He's just real into her.
Like real life.
Yes. So this is our MMC, obviously. He introduces himself as Savant Dubbie. Savant Dubbie. Savant is French for soap. April, I see you. So this is then a very comical sort of conversation where Savant plays the straight man exposition to Dahlia's confused, half-naked woman slowly losing her mind in her kitchen. And so he tells her that he is her sponge. Yeah, no, we're not beating around the bush. He is her sponge. That she accepted the terms and conditions when she made the purchase, and in doing so, she contracted him to do whatever it takes to please her in any way that he can. And she's like, "Who reads the terms and conditions? God damn it!" Well, I guess we maybe should, because otherwise we're contracting alien slaves. Not slaves. He's not a slave. I guess.
I don't
know what he is.
Consensually?
He is there consensually, but he's also not getting paid.
And why are they always hot?
Why are they always hot? They always are. Well, because then these books wouldn't make any sense if he was like not hot and like shitty.
Well, I mean, he can have a good personality. He could be, a normal looking dude.
Though there are plenty of romances with normal looking dudes in them.
We just not on this show.
This show.
We just happen to do all the ones with the weird.
Yeah, well, because, I was actually talking about this. I was on Writer's Therapy Couch, I think is what it's called.
Marty with Marty and
Kate Pryor's podcast. Yeah. And we were talking about this briefly. And when I mentioned, like, my specific complaint was about the giant dick problem in our books. Everybody's dick is either huge or vaguely not mentioned or small on purpose. And okay, fine, but everything seems to lean towards big, and in my mind that kind of feels like we're just jacking off the patriarchy, right? Like it's still about
100%.
big dicks. And it was very gently pointed out to me that like, no, but like, yeah, like if you're being honest, sometimes there are women who like big dicks because it feels good. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Also, we are working in a world of extremes. Everything's extreme. Why not his dick? Your orgasm's going to be extreme. Why not his dick, right?
That's
okay,
fair.
Fine.
All right.
Fine. Cool. Whatever. I still don't care that much. Why are they always hot? I think this is just an extension of that conversation.
100%. 100%.
Because we're working in extremes. He is an alien sponge from outer space who turns into a man.
I think it's kind of like we always joke about, like our kids, like they have to be that cute, otherwise we'd eat them. Right?
Exactly.
He has to be that hot.
He has to be that hot, otherwise you would report him to the MIB.
Because listen, I'm a conventionally attractive person. But when I met you, and the first time that I told you that I loved you, if I told you that the reason I knew immediately was because I could smell it, we wouldn't be together. I'm not that hot. Or that we were fated.
I might have to disagree with you on that, actually.
Wow.
I was very young. I had not yet developed my taste in these books, and so I didn't know that the smell trope grossed me out, first of all.
That's true.
And if you had said the word fated to me when I was 21 years old, I would have been like, oh my God, you're right.
Yeah,
because
probably.
I was 21.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And stupid.
No. 21.
21. And a little stupid. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little stupid now. It's fine. Anyway, let's go back to this book. So this conversation is where he first hints at being an alien. He also hints at being intensely devoted to her. Like every time she yells or gets prickly or anything, he calls her magnificent or similar. Like he is just so into her, everything about her.
Okay, so I can relate to this guy.
Yeah. He's a total simp, for sure. She asks for her pants back, so he gives her pants back because they're on the other side of the room.
Boo. For asking, not for,
and then she starts dragging him bodily toward the front door. She like grabs him by the wrist and starts dragging him like, okay, crazy, get out of my apartment. And he goes willingly because like, okay, she wants me to go somewhere. I'm going with her. She's Dahlia. I'm supposed to go with her. And then as soon as she opens the door, who is standing there with his hand up, like ready to knock? But her shitty ex-boyfriend, Aaron. He is here to give her like the big puppy eyes and the desire to try again speech or whatever. It's been 6 months. He's drunk dialed her a few times. She has been very specifically avoiding that like lonely feeling you get sometimes because she knows she's better than this guy. And he's here anyway, still trying to manipulate his way back in or whatever. Sivan, who is still gorgeous and still just in hot pink boxers, steps right up to play new boyfriend, and Dahlia just slides right into that role. It's for incredibly petty reasons. She's like, okay, this guy's crazy and I still think that he broke into my house, but also I hate my ex and he is way hotter than my ex.
Yeah, exactly.
And I am petty. I am being petty right now. And they end up basically they end up making out in front of him until he goes away. He's basically like, okay, well, just like call me when you're done with whatever the fuck this is. Bye. I just wanted to try again because I miss you or whatever.
I'm gonna try that. The next time somebody knocks on our door more than once on our door that says no soliciting, I'm just gonna drag you to the door and open it and just start making out with you.
Oh, we're just gonna make out until okay.
I'm gonna try that instead of going, can you not fucking read?
Yeah, because we have
sign.
We have a no soliciting sign, and they don't read it. They don't listen.
Carry on. That's what I want to do. I want to make love, not war.
To me, apparently.
Yes.
So he leaves. Dahlia then turns back to her goal of getting this guy out of her apartment. Yeah, I know. Right?
Rude.
And she's like, no, for real though, you gotta go, homie. And he is like, but this is my home. Like, I need to be here to serve you. This is what I agreed to when the Overlord asked me to join in the Crusades.
T&C. Wait, what?
Yeah. When the Overlord asked me to join in the Crusades.
I'm over here rattling on about terms and conditions.
It is never explained.
Oh.
The Overlord from W World has never really explained. Anyway, but we do get this. And again, I copy and pasted this right from the book. From the planet Doubalon in the galaxy of Lufarim, he says, his voice filled with pride. We've had contact with your planet for quite some time and have tried to help humans who desperately need assistance in cleaning up their lives and finding pleasure in it. This is what you've decided to do?
In some fucking dusty cabinet in some fucking bunker in Washington, D.C., there's a picture of President Lyndon B. Johnson being handed a Scrubbie.
A Scrubbie Dubbie by the Overlord?
By the Overlord.
Oh, God, it's so good, too, because they say the Overlord and the Great Crusade.
And then we just gloss right over it.
And then everybody's like, anyway.
Moving on.
Maybe they're trying to take over Earth. So far, it sounds like their version of it is better, so maybe we'll let them do it.
Wait, can we go back? Nope, say goodbye to that plot point. Moving on.
So, here is where we have to have a little talk about the crevice cream. And I don't want to say that word ever again, so I'm just going to say cream from now on. So, I will grit my teeth through this because it does disturb my brain. It is not just a cleaner, though obviously it is a cleaner. She's used it to clean her home, and it's come out spotless. It is an aphrodisiac from his home planet. Multi-purpose, apparently. I don't know. It's like a 9-in-1 alien shampoo, I guess. Like men's 9-in-1 shampoos.
The next time I write APC on the grocery list, you better be looking hard for...
All-purpose cleaner?
Yeah.
That's also an aphrodisiac,
yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Degreaser and personal lubricant.
Exactly. It's shampoo, conditioner, body wash, degreaser... lotion, potion, panacea. Anyway,
it brings a delightful umami to dishes.
And it smells like vanilla. In this case, It smells like vanilla. It is moisturizing. It is lubricating. It is edible. It's the whole package.
Can we just clear one? So just to clarify, it's not his semen.
It's not.
Thank Christ.
It is just something. It's just some product.
Oh, good.
Anyway, so the vanilla smell has been slowly permeating Dahlia's brain since the moment she woke up from the initial crack in her skull moment that happened a little while ago. And we have officially gotten to the point where she is now derailed. She goes like weak-kneed. She can't take it anymore. Every time she gets too close to him, he smells like it. It's getting worse. And then eventually she's like, I think going to say, Siobhan, I need you to leave. But she just stops at, Siobhan, I need you. And he is right there on the ground on his knees and he eats her out. Like right there. He's like, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm here to serve.
It's better to beg forgiveness than ask permission, I guess.
Whatever you need at your service. And she is so totally gone that she's like, yes, absolutely rides his face for glory. We fucking love this. Yes, it's great stuff. Anyway, so I think he lifted her onto the counter for this part, but he might have just been holding her. There was at some point she was like unable to stand up, but he might have just been sort of a chair as well, which I think is really funny. Like his hands are the chair and she's just sort of like barely holding on. That's hilarious.
Like he's stirrups.
Yes, exactly. So after this we get a brief interlude where like she's waffling about having sex with him and he's like, God, if you knew how much your touch drives me crazy. And she's like, I've never touched you before this moment. And he's like, no, when I was a sponge, you made me come over and over and over. So I'm assuming that's what all those weird moments of like getting splashed when the physics doesn't make sense. That was him having sponge-gasms. Fabulous.
I mean, it's like a clench. And
why not?
Sure.
Yeah. Great. Anyway, so now that we've gotten that part out of the way, it's time to talk about Sav's weird dick and also the first weird dick of season 4. Very exciting stuff.
Is it?
I think so.
Because there was
just a Minotaur. He just had a really big cock.
Oh, okay.
He was just a bull.
Okay.
This guy's is alien.
Okay.
Anyway, so it's long and thick, subtly ribbed from the hilt to the hot pink tinted tip. It is the strangest thing I have ever fucking seen. That's really the only description that we get.
But I'm still going to put it in me.
Yeah. So it is hot pink, it is ridged, and it's tapered instead of being more like cylindrical and dick-shaped, at least as far as I can tell. However strange she finds it, this does not stop her from sucking him off on her kitchen floor, which is exactly what she does. And then she demands he come on her face, and he does. After that...
Hi, welcome to Cheap Smut
Hi,
with
it's
Marge
Katie.
with Marge Gunderson.
I'm here to talk about the weird dick situation on this alien. His name is Savon, and he is a weird one. You're making that face because I know how much you love that accent.
To the tune of Earth Angel.
Anyway, so he comes all over her face. And then he deadlifts her off of the ground into a fireman's carry. And she's like, whoa, what the fuck? And he's like, it's time to get clean now. There is like a whole thing about, I didn't put it in the titillations because it's not really a kink, but there's this whole thing about the cycle of getting dirty and then getting clean again because he's a sponge. Yeah. Like it's a thing.
I could see that.
He at one point said he needed to just like scrub her from the inside out, which he really meant he just wanted to fuck her. But okay, fine. Sure. He says a lot of things like, I'll show you just how filthy my species can get. Okay, fucking show me then, dude, for real. And then I'll make you clean again. Okay, fine. Fabulous. I love that for me. So they go to the bathroom. He takes her to the bathroom. They get in the shower. He cleans her face for her in a very sweet, gentle, tender kind of way. And then they have this crazy rough fuck against the wall, which she likes. Like, he has to ask. He's like, this is what humans like, right? And she's like, not all of us, but me. Yeah, for sure. You can pull my hair harder. They have fabulous sex. They sort of collapse. And then as they're in their glowy, cuddly aftermath, they're still in the shower. He starts making jokes, little like teasy references to passing the test, basically, and that most don't pass on their first try. And while this is alluding to a much larger piece of the story that I'm not really getting into, which is that Siobhan trained for this, and part of that training was going through basically human husband school, learning how to be a human partner and a good lover.
Okay.
He is also alluding to the fact that he has never had sex before. This was the first time. Ever.
Of course.
And that, for whatever reason, that bit of information is the thing that finally snaps Dahlia. That's the thing where she's like, nope, can't do it anymore. Can't handle it. He's a virgin and I can't handle that. And she like rinses off, gets out of the shower and gets dressed and leaves. Like, she leaves the apartment. She just walks away without saying anything to him. And he is left in the bathroom confused, and I think he says, like, with the feeling like his heart has been replaced with a black hole or something. Like, she just took his heart away. It was so sad. He was just very, very confused. So Dahlia eventually ends up at her neighborhood diner, where she briefly texts Meg again, and they make plans to have brunch the next day at 11 o'clock. They're going to meet at this exact same diner, and they're going to have brunch. And then she has a brief conversation with this nice waitress who brings her cheese fries, and then there's like this whole thing with her sitting there and feeling kind of bad about the fact that she just left this guy in her apartment, even though she thought he broke into the apartment. But then they had the best sex she's ever had in her entire life. And isn't it kind of rude to just walk away from all of that? And then she's scrolling through the Scrubbie Dubbie website, and she still can't figure out whether or not these reviews are real. But there are a lot of references to aliens, and also a lot of these are kind of dirty. So I think maybe this is all really true. Like, she has this little spiral in the diner. A great place to have a spiral, by the way, is in a diner.
Love a good diner spiral, boys.
Yes. And then the waitress comes back a few minutes later with her cheese fries and her soda. And then she's like, you know what? I think I want all of this to go. And also, can I get pie? She orders pie as well, 2 slices of pie. And she takes it all back to her apartment. And when she gets back, she finds that it is like shiny. He has cleaned the whole thing from top to bottom. Professional grade, like it should have taken hours or days. She's been gone for less than 2 hours, and he has just scrubbed the thing from top to bottom. So she comes back, she offers him food, and at first he's like, what the fuck is that? That smells awful. But then he puts a cheese fry in his mouth, and he's officially converted to the world of cheese fries.
It's changed forever,
and soda and pie. And he's like, never mind, this place is the best.
Not gonna be an Adonis for long, bud.
Right. She then, after they have eaten, apologizes. She's like, I should not have walked out on you like that. That was really rude of me. They never actually get to the part about having the conversation about what upset her or why.
Or why he was in the apartment.
Or why he was in, or any of it. Like, we never really do like big emotional resolve. She just apologizes for storming away like that. And he's like, no, it's fine. I get it. Look, I took all of my human social interaction courses taught me that you just needed to cool down for a little while, and that I should do something kind for you as an act of apology. So I cleaned the apartment. And now you're back, and you brought food. So it's all fine. It's all fine. And it's as easy as that, because aliens.
Could be that easy.
he then makes reference to the fact that he took a class on that class also actively encourages makeup sex as part of the human social interaction dynamic, which is what they need to do next, according to the syllabus, I guess, or the rubric.
It's on the rubric.
It's
a matrix? I don't know.
So Dahlia apologizes by blowing him again, but before he can come, he pulls out and he carries her from the kitchen and into the living room, where she then rides him on the couch until they both pass out, basically, like just until they cannot move anymore. The next day, they are woken up by banging on her door, and she is like, "What the fuck? Who is banging on my walls in the middle of the morning?" But it is 11 o'clock in the morning. It's after 11. She is overslept and missed her brunch date with Meg, who will not be stood up by her bestie. She walked right on over here and is banging on her door, demanding entry. And so Dahlia finds clothes to put on her body, basically, and opens the door. And Meg is like, "Oh my God, are you getting laid in there? Where is he? Oh my God, I want to see him." But she's not. She can't find him anywhere. He is turned into a sponge, obviously, at this point. And he's hiding
in plain sight.
He's hiding in the kitchen on the counter. And he just sits up on the counter and turns into a sponge. It's that easy.
Man, I wish.
I know, right? So Meg's like, "Okay, I can't take you out looking like this. You're literally debauched. Please go take a shower. I'll be on the couch, and then we're going to go talk about this guy." Because Dahlia won't tell her anything. She basically says, "I'm only having sex with him right now. I like him, but I don't know what this is yet, so I don't want to talk about it yet. Please don't interrogate me right now." And Dahlia's like, "Okay, fine. Yeah, I just, because after Aaron, I'm extra protective, and I will stab someone for you if I have to. That's just the way that they are." That's their relationship in a nutshell. So Dahlia showers, gets dressed. She and Meg go out to lunch, I guess it's officially lunch now. And Sivan turns back into a man. He realizes he needs to eat something. If he doesn't maintain like his caloric intake, he turns back into a sponge, and then he won't be able to tell Dahlia how to get him unsponged again, basically. So he gets into her fridge and he's looking for food, and all she has is like yogurt and Diet Coke. And he eats a yogurt. He's like, "This is gruel. I am not eating this. Absolutely not. There are other places where you can get food. I know there are, because Dahlia brought me food from there. So I bet you I could go find it. I bet I could find the food and bring it back for her, so that when she comes home, there will be more cheese fries. I love her and I want her to have cheese fries." And so he goes to find clothes, because he knows that he watched Dahlia leave the house. She left with clothes on, right? So he needs to put something on the upper half of his body. But all of her clothing doesn't really fit right. He eventually ends up finding a t-shirt that is the same color of bubblegum hot pink as his boxers, with a big smiley on the front of it. And it fits him like a toddler who grew up too fast. He's just like, It stops at his belly button and it's too tight on his arms and chest. He grabs a purse, because humans keep their money in purses. So there'll be money in this.
Man, I hope so.
And no shoes. And then he walks out the door and he starts walking down the street doing that like, "Hi, hello, hi" thing that aliens do.
Or me.
Or you. Or that little boy from that one Vine.
Yep.
Nobody pays jack attention to him because they're all looking at their phones, and that's probably not the weirdest thing you've seen on the street this week anyway.
No. Super
hot guy with no shoes on, wearing a weird outfit. Okay, fine. He's probably an influencer in a movie. Anyway, so he's just walking around. He doesn't know really where he's going. He has no idea about the layout of this town, or about where the diner is, or about what a grocery store looks like. Like, he knows nothing. And then he runs directly into another person. It's Aaron. It's shitty Aaron. Shitty boyfriend Aaron, because he's still hanging around the town or her neighborhood for some fucking reason. But he is there because he's not just shitty enough on his own. No, he is there with his almost 21-year-old girlfriend. Almost.
And I assume almost in the forward direction, not the backward direction?
Yeah.
Like I'm 22.
Later, yeah.
It's almost 21.
Come on, I'm almost 21. Later in this scene, Dahlia, when she gets involved in this, she's like, "Take your teenager home." And she's like, "I'm not a teenager. I'm almost 21. And like, okay, fine. We did say earlier in this episode, even, I think, that we met when I was way younger than you. I was 20 when we met. But you also did not act like Aaron. So fuck him.
No.
This is not the same kind of relationship. No, he is in this because she's 21. She also looks a lot like, to Savon's recollection, a lot like what a younger Dahlia would probably look like. So, he's just shitty all the way around, that kind of guy. Anyway, so Aaron instantly recognizes Savon because fucking of course he does. And he picks a fight. Like, he starts insulting Sav, and so Sav starts insulting him back. He only ever meets like with like, because the Overlord wants this to be a peaceful endeavor. We are not supposed to be getting into altercations with the locals. But now this is a matter of defending Dahlia's honor. So, you know what? I don't know much about you, but the one thing I do know is that I'm better in bed than you. She has said that outright. And so Aaron starts swinging. He takes one swing at Savon, who ducks and like hits him right in the solar plexus. And then Aaron is prepared to go full on, like they're circling each other in the street. Savon's going to kill this man probably, because he does, even though they are from a peaceful planet and they are on a peaceful mission, they never know what they're going to encounter. He has had training in this.
I was going to say,
kill you probably with this thumb or
this one.
Or that weird dick. I don't know. And anyway, before anything can like come to blows, Dahlia is there. She's like, what the fuck is going on? Could someone please explain to me what the hell is going on? Why are you two fighting in the street? She tells Aaron off. She tells him it's over. It's done. Stop hanging out. Stop asking me for things. Stop asking to get back together with me. He is like in Savon's face telling Savon to leave Dahlia alone. Like he doesn't have his girlfriend next to him. And honey, I know you're fictional, but you deserve better than that. You deserved way better than that. Dahlia should have been sticking up for you too in that moment.
Yeah.
Because, oh, honey.
That's rough.
That's bad. Anyway, so that eventually ends with Aaron calling Savon a freak and Dahlia slapping him across the face, and that's what eventually gets him to leave. He and his little girlfriend go away, and then Dahlia turns back to be like, Savon, why the fuck are you fighting Aaron in the street? And Savon's like, I didn't try to fight Aaron in the street. I was trying to get cheese fries.
I needed calories to change.
And I just happened to run into him while I was trying to get cheese fries and pie to surprise you, because you did that for me yesterday and I wanted to do that for you today. And she's like, okay, were you planning on paying for it with the literal quarter that's in that purse? And he's like, this is where humans keep their money. And she's like, only in the one we're actively using, buddy. Like, we still have a long way to go on explaining humans to you. But she does take him to the diner to have cheese fries at the diner without shoes on, which is wild because no shirt, no shoes, no service. I thought that was a whole thing, but that man was wearing half a shirt and no shoes.
Come on. It's 2026.
It's 2026. There's MRSA on all the fucking floors.
Yes, but my point is, nobody gets paid enough to give a shit.
Oh, this is true. Okay, that's true.
About you come in with shoes, I make $2.25 plus tips or whatever.
Yeah, well, the health department will be pissed, but who cares? Anyway, So they go into the diner, they sit down, and the same waitress who waited on her yesterday waits on her again today. And as soon as Savon says something or has the menu down so that she can recognize him, she's like, hello, Savon. And he's like, who the fuck are you and how do I know you? So this is Estelle, which is star. April, you are not clever. I'm just kidding. You're very clever. Her name is Estelle. She is a human overseer. Mm-hmm. She has her own Dubbie, whose name is Brio. Like Brillo without the L's. And they have been together for a while. She owns this diner, and she is sort of a central hub overseer of all the other Dubbies and their handlers, as they are called, who live in this city.
Oh, she's the local Dubbie chair.
She is. She's the local human arm of the Dubbie organization. Yeah. So she owns this diner. Brio, who again is her long-term partner and also a Dubbie, works here and makes all the pies and is learning how to work the grill. Savon is immediately very excited because he wants to talk to another Dubbie, somebody else from his home planet. He would love to be able to talk to them. And while they are really not encouraged from congregating because they understand that humans will turn on people who are different than them, so a big group of super hot alien looking motherfuckers is probably going to cause a problem. There's not really a problem with just Savon and Brio hanging out and being friends. And Estelle thinks that Dahlia is pretty cool, so they'll probably end up being friends too. And if you want, I could even give Savon a job here at the diner to work off some of that extra energy. Otherwise, honey, you are never going to walk again, basically. And so that's sort of the end of it. The last little bit of that chapter, they go shopping for clothes because he has nothing. And then she sucks him off in a changing room.
Ooh.
And then he turns into his sponge form in that changing room. And the implications are frankly terrifying. Because then in the epilogue, it is later referenced that she got herself banned from that store for bringing her sponge to the store, which, what? Really, Dahlia? You got yourself banned from a fucking store?
I mean, I get
honey.
I get the changing room thing. I think that's kind of hot. Yeah. But
Anyway. Yeah, so that happens. And that's basically the end of the book. And then we have an epilogue.
Of course.
And the epilogue is 3 months later. It's really just sex and feelings. So they have awesome sex. Dahlia pegs Savon for the first time with a bright pink strap on because, of course, it's pink. And he absolutely loves it. It's fucking amazing. A whole new world of fun for them to have. After that, she asks him to go out to dinner, like a real dinner, an actual nice dinner in one of those new outfits that you got. Not the diner. Yes, it's nice to go to the diner and hang out with Brio and Estelle, but like I would like to go to an actual restaurant and have like a date, like a real date or whatever.
Not the Winchester.
Yeah. Throughout this whole scene, you could tell that what April was doing was vaguely hinting at the idea of either a pregnancy or an engagement.
Okay.
Neither of which happened. A pegging and I love you is what happened. And that's way funnier, way better, in my opinion.
It's like Pawn Stars.
Yeah. Oh, you want an engagement? The best I can do is a pegging.
Yep. You want an engagement and a baby? Pegging. Best I can do.
Yeah. And she'll say I love you for the first time after 3 months and you'll cry.
Deal.
Yeah, and that's what happened. So she's like, I was gonna wait until we were at dinner to say this, but like I can't. I love you. I've never felt like this before, and I am in love with you. And he's like, thank God you finally said it. I've been waiting for you to say it for months because I've been in love with you this whole time. That it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they all lived hornily ever after the end. That's basically it. And I do believe that the FFM Scrub Me Mommy scenario is Meg and her new boyfriend.
Okay.
Because there was a very, very brief indication inside Savon's head that he likes Meg a lot. She's a really good friend to Dahlia. And even though she has a partner, maybe they could find a Dubbie to help her with her needs.
All right.
So maybe she'll be getting herself an extra Dubbie wife.
Maybe.
How fun.
Hey, man. No, that's what some people are into. Hey! What are you into?
What am I into? Thank you so much. I am into the angel hair.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I've decided to go with this week. So the angel hair, spelled H-A-R-E, not H-A-I-R, is a very short series of YouTube videos created by the production company is called the East Patch, started by or entirely encompassed by the Mangan sisters, Michelle and Rachel. I believe are their names. Don't quote me on that, but that's definitely the Mangan sisters, and it's definitely the East Patch on YouTube. And they created this really fabulous series of literally 2 to 3 minute videos encompassing it's called analog horror, but this and many other people on the internet will argue, mostly semantically, that it is not analog horror because it's not scary. Mm-hmm. There's nothing horror about this. There are some dark elements. It uses all of the conventional analog horror tropes and storytelling conventions, but it's not horror in and of itself. It's analog fiction. Okay. It's indie fiction. What Nick Nocturne, aka Nightmine, and his community would call unfiction, which is not a word that I like. But it feels, I guess, slightly more appropriate. It's found footage. It's using old styles of image to invoke nostalgia and also discomfort at the same time. So in the case of the angel hair, the basic story is a man goes to the thrift shop, finds an old VHS of a Christian children's television program called The Angel Hair, about an angel named Gabby who was a rabbit who taught a badger named Francis how to be a better person or a good friend or whatever. Like, okay, cool. So he watches the first episode and he realizes that this is not at all like what he remembers. And so he goes and finds the original recorded VHSs from his childhood the ones that his mom recorded off of the TV for him, and they are completely different, to the point where the angel on the screen in his home recordings is talking to him, having conversations with him. And then eventually you go down this rabbit hole where you learn that she is in fact a fucking angel. They're angels, and they live inside of our children's programming. They're guardian angels trying to help our children through the programming. It's fascinating. It's really beautifully done artwork, really gorgeous styles, because there's at least 2 different art styles in it now. Three different art styles in it now. The writing is really good. It's all super well contained. You can watch all of it in an hour. And you can skip about a third of the videos because not all of them are actual content. A lot of them are. There's really beautiful collections of just the music that they use that you can turn on. Here's just 45 minutes of all of the music that we have been using to inspire us for this part of the story. And then there's like a little like angel hair flying across the screen or whatever. And then there's like their advertisements and their plushies and their charity work and stuff. So you can skip through those. It takes about an hour. Literally, the only thing that annoys me about it is that you have to pay attention to the screen, which is that's not a thing I'm great at. I listen more than I watch, but the storytelling model, which they were very smart to do this way, is that your narrator, your protagonist, Jonah, doesn't talk. Everything is just text on the screen that he's overlaying to communicate to his viewers. So you have to watch so you can read it. Which is like, fine, fuck. But how can I pay attention to 3 things at once? Come on, man. Anyway, thank you for going on that journey with me. I think I might have babbled a little bit about how much I liked it. But I liked it a lot. It was really good. It was really fascinating. I love unique storytelling. And I really love that it approaches small adult problems the way that it would small children's problems. It's not as hard as you think it is.
It really is. Yes.
It's rarely as hard as you think it is. And it really addresses, like, one of the ones that I really appreciated was, hey, you're burning yourself out and the only person who can save you is you. You need to leave. Go away now until you're better. And that's a hard thing to tell somebody that you love. But it happened. Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway, what are you into, baby?
I am into a new game I got at the Steam summer sale, or during the Steam summer sale, called Retro Rewind, where I get to live out my fantasy dream of owning my own video store.
Yes, you own a video store now.
It's a video game simulator.
Did you do this recently with a card shop simulator?
I did,
as well?
Yeah, a trading card game simulator. It was also a very fun game.
Yeah.
Retro Rewind is just you're just running a video store.
Yeah.
That's it. It's so much fun. It's so peaceful. You know, it's your typical simulator, but you've got your little tasks that you have to do throughout the day. You got to make sure that you check in the returns before you open the door. And, you know, a new release came out, and those are going to be popular for at least 7 days. So you might want to get more than 1 copy. And if you order 5 copies, you get a custom standee.
Oh, fancy.
For every 5 copies you buy.
Sure.
And I plan on playing that quite a bit this evening. And I've also it's a game that has reminded me that I own a laptop. And what I mean by that is I don't have to sit at my desk.
That's true.
And play with the lid closed on my wall mounted monitor in my command center / office. Right. I can take that laptop anywhere.
Including the television.
I can hook it up with the television. I could just sit there and watch television. I could bring it into bed. You know, whatever your opinions are about playing games in bed or whatever. But
that's true.
But I could, bring it up, play a day or 2, and then close the clamshell and be done with it. If I wanted to. I don't, but
I should get back to my game. I was playing that really fun game in the library.
Oh yeah, what was that called?
The Arcane Library.
That was really awesome.
Or just Librarian, maybe.
Yeah. Well, there's a very similar tone to this game in the film titles, which some of which you saw yesterday.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I guess just to fill in the gap on my end, that The Librarian is this really fabulous little video game you can get on Steam for very little money. The conceit of which is
I'll put a trailer in the show notes next to this.
You are the librarian at Merlin's Arcane Library, and the fairies, gremlins, pixies, something got in and de-shelved every fucking book. There are over 3,000 books in this library, and you cannot leave until they are all back where they belong. It's just shelving books.
Yeah, and that's what this is
so
sort of, because you have to shelve the movies.
Yeah.
And you don't have to put them on the same shelf with other horror, but like it'll say horror classic or good critic, bad critic, or rare, or whatever. And then you can also have adult films, and you can also like buy like rare and like bootleg or black market
cowboy.
Maybe rare movies. Like basically, like imagine like me opening a store and selling stuff from sloppy second sales.
Sure.
That kind of thing. So yeah, retro rewind. I'm having a blast doing that. What do we have? Because we got to get downstairs and make sure that our children are not killing each other.
Yeah, or burning anything down.
Yep. I don't smell smoke. But what do we have on the agenda for next episode?
Next episode. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. Next episode, we are reading Meet Cute by Millie St. Graves. Meet spelled M-E-A-T.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's nothing more romantic than murder, says the front page.
I cannot wait to hear all about that one. But in the meantime, you can find us on social media in the loosest possible terms. We are on Instagram and TikTok, although we did take some pictures today that we might post on Instagram. Both of those are at cheapsmutpod. If you would like to send us an email, please do so, cheapsmutpod@gmail.com. As always, there is a link to this book in the show notes. It is not an affiliate link. We don't get any money. We're just trying to help the authors out. If you would like to support us financially, there is a link to our Ko-fi page or coffee page, whatever you want to call it, in our link tree, which is also in the show notes. The music that you hear in this and every episode is called Storytime by me, Max Joy.
Listener, remember, if there is a book in you, write it. And if there's fucking in it, I'll read it.
And then she will come on this show and explain it to me for your entertainment.
I'll see you next time. Bye.